Nice guys are not nice, they are scared. I often receive comments on my YouTube channel, even though I've been on this YouTube channel for a while now, and over the last 3 or 4 years, I've been working with men on overcoming their confidence issues. One of the biggest ones, the biggest one that I've been focusing on, is the nice guy trap, being excessively nice. It sabotages your life and your relationships in a multitude of ways that I'll get to in a moment. But I often receive comments from men saying that they're a nice guy, they're not going to change for anyone, and it's much better than being those assholes out there. So it seems that many men pride themselves on being nice. They pride themselves on their niceness. But what if being nice, what if these nice guys are not actually nice? What if they're actually scared? If this is your first time on the channel, my name is Oliver. I'm a men's coach. My whole mission is to help men become confident leaders in life and relationships. Let's say you call yourself a nice guy. What does this mean on the surface? How does this present itself? How do you present yourself to the world? This might look like avoiding saying anything that might rock the boat or cause negative feelings in other people. This might look like not coming on too strong with women, even if you're interested in them, even if you're attracted to them, even if you desire them sexually. You don't want to come on too strong, so you hide your feelings, you don't flirt, you don't escalate, you don't communicate your desire to the person because you don't want to be like those other creepy asshole guys out there. And overall, you just try and live a smooth, problem-free life with the underlying belief that if you just meet everyone's needs, if you make everyone else happy, then they will meet your needs and you will be happy in return. The problem though, there is a problem with this way of living. It creates a multitude of sabotaging issues, not only in your life, but in the lives of anyone who comes into contact with you. If you're anything like the 100+ men I've worked with over the years, you might find that you say yes to everything only to hate yourself and possibly the other person for it later. You might do favours with a quiet resentment that people can feel. You might feel taken advantage of, like you always give more than you get. You might shrink and go quiet and be smaller around more confident, more outgoing men. You might find yourself experiencing these sudden rage attacks or sudden angry outbursts for apparently no reason. You might say what you think other people want to hear versus what's genuinely true. You might struggle with self-trust and self-esteem pretty much constantly. A whole multitude of issues in your life stem from the fact that you don't really trust yourself, you don't really believe in yourself, you don't really think you can do things. You don't really know what you want in life because your whole life has been spent just pleasing everyone else. So when you ask yourself, what do I want? It's not really important to you because you've never practiced that question. You might freeze up when trying to escalate romantically, which keeps you stuck in the friend zone constantly with every woman you come across. You might even harbour a resentment or even a hatred for women. Why? Because they're always going for those bad boys out there instead of nice guys like you. I could keep going, mate. I've been working with men on this nice guy trap for years. And at this point, I've made it a part of my mission to make men see the nice guy trap as a red flag in themselves. Because, mate, when you explode in anger, when you simmer in resentment, when you lie to keep the peace, being dishonest or even in some ways manipulative with everyone around you, is that real kindness? Are you really being kind? Is that really nice in the way that you think it is? Or is your niceness actually fear disguised as virtue? You might tell yourself you're doing the right thing, but if you look back, is that true? Or are you really doing the safe thing? And I'm going to say something that's going to piss some people off, but a man who is excessively nice is not nice, he's a coward. Because true kindness, if it was true kindness, looks like genuine truth. You could share the truth, you could be assertive, you could courageously set a boundary, draw a hard line, or even initiate some sort of confrontation. But 99% of these nice guys couldn't do that even if they wanted to. So is that niceness? No, it's fear. But here's the good news, mate. You ain't got to be trapped in that nice guy prison forever. And the good news is you do not need to become a dickhead in order to get out of it. You don't need to dominate, you don't need to manipulate, you don't need to play games. You just need to do one thing. And that is get real. Tell the truth even when it's uncomfortable. Set boundaries without crumbling from guilt. Say what you really mean Ask for what you really want, and for God's sake, stop giving your energy away to people who don't appreciate it and don't even really respect you deep down. Nice guys wear a mask to survive because it's what they've learned from their childhood. They learned that they had to be this role in order to survive, in order to get approval, validation, and acceptance from people. But a confident man takes the mask off and shows up authentically and handles the repercussions and trusts himself to do so. This is the work I do with men every single week. We dismantle this old nice guy identity piece by piece, step by step, baby steps, and we build a new identity grounded in what? Truth, courage, authenticity, integrity, and confidence. But it all starts with one decision, brother. I'm going to ask you a single question. Are you willing to stop being nice and start being honest? And if you're finally ready to stop hiding and start your hero's journey to true masculine self-leadership, to becoming a leader in your life, your love life, and your relationships, or even your business, this is the work I do with men one-to-one. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the pinned comment down below. Book a call with me, check out my testimonials. What kind of man could you be in 6 months when you finally stop living in fear? Stay courageous, brother, and I'll see you in the next video.